Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your December 2019 general readings. We are looking at the first half of December from the 1st through the 15th. This reading is for the Earth sign of Taurus. Our beautiful bovines, our bulls, Taurus. This is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising, if your Venus is in Taurus, or if you are cross-watching for a Taurian. But as many of you know, general readings always resonate a little differently for everyone because so many of you are watching them. So if you know your other signs, rising, moon sign, Venus sign, watch those as well. It can be more clarifying or sometimes play out a little more predictably for you than your sun sign. Excuse me. Well, I am currently back home in my home base of the United States, at least for a little while. Thank you to those of you who continue to follow me on all of my journeys. I do work wherever I go. It's nice to have all of you along with me as I do that as well. Thank you for all the likes, shares, subscribes, support, and feedback and comments. And welcome to any newcomers who may be with us for the first time. And as many of you already know, if you are interested in a personal reading with me, just click on the description link below for more info and contact details. Email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all the main areas of life, in lengths ranging from 15 minutes up to an hour and a half, and then some specific readings too that I do, specific charts, love and relationship compatibility charting. And I also offer 6 and 12-month overviews, which take a look at what's coming in your life over the next 6 or 12 months, depending on how far ahead you want to look. And you can order those at any time of the year, but they are particularly popular at this time of the year. I always get a lot of requests for them as we are transitioning out of one year and looking forward into a new one. And personal readings also make great gifts during the holiday season, so something to keep in mind as well. There's nothing more personal than a personal reading. So send me an email if you're interested and we'll set something up for you. All right, let's get right into this. Taurus. Let's see what the first half of December has in store for you. Beautiful bulls. Okay, Taurus, we begin with the Hierophant, followed by the Knight of Wands, the Four of Swords, followed by the Eight of Cups. From the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and focus for the first half of December is the Ace of Cups. Aces always represent new beginnings. It's the start of a new path or the opportunity to do so because they represent the number 1. This is the Ace of Cups. Cups is governed by the element of water, which in the tarot represents the area that deals with our emotions, feelings, relationships. The Ace of Cups can represent new emotional awakenings, your heart opening up again, new love and romance for some of you. Beginning a journey of self-love. Romance. To be honest, Taurus, it looks like many of you are actually thinking of or making plans or in the midst of kind of I think that some of you, I think that whatever this Ace of Cups represents, for some of you it might be a new person you just met, some new thing that has your heart opening up again that you feel very emotional and excited about. I feel like you are taking some time out, or some of you have been taking some time out. Timing is always fluid and never more so than in general readings because there's so many of you watching, so some of you may have already been going through this. It might be going through it now. We have the Hierophant right next to the Four of Swords. I sometimes read the cards up, relating to each other up and down and sometimes side by side. It just depends on how the energy directs me. We have the Hierophant and the Four of Swords here. The Hierophant is about convention and tradition, walking the prescribed path, organized religions, corporations, institutions, belonging to a group of people who are kind of all oriented in the same direction, doing the same thing. the advantage of that energy is that you get to belong to a group of people who are kind of under that same umbrella. Sometimes there's a bit of a disadvantage in a certain amount of, not really kind of doing your own thing, because the Hierophant represents tradition and kind of going along with tradition or your culture or what you're rooted in, or a large group of people, corporations, policies, that sort of things, or organized religion. Right next to it we have the Four of Swords, which is a card of taking a temporary reprieve because you feel tired, worn out, exhausted, getting a different perspective, withdrawing from some kind of conflict. And then underneath that we have the Knight of Wands. Knights are known for rushing in, doing their thing, and then rushing out again. And the Knight of Wands is the fastest of all of those because he's governed by the element of fire, which rules the suit of wands, which is all about passion, change, power, creativity, excitement. So he's very fast. He comes rushing in and doing his thing on his mission and quest and rushing out again. Very fast, very aggressive, very assertive energy. And then we have next to him the Eight of Cups, which is the card of leaving, of walking away to find your ninth cup of fulfillment. Because the Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card, where you have everything that you want, or you've gotten what you've asked for. The Eight of Cups, the preceding card, represents a lack of fulfillment, disappointment, disillusionment. So you're turning your back and you're making up your mind to walk away and leave that behind, to go in search of what you truly want, that you think is going to bring you joy and fulfillment, even if you're not entirely sure where that is or what direction it is or what you're going to find, because he's still kind of surveying an unknown landscape there, but he's made up his mind to turn his back on what the source of the disappointment and disillusionment. So it looks like, and these are the underlying cards. On top of them, the energy is the Hierophant and the Four of Swords, which kind of is this sense of, well, I belong to this rooted thing, or I have my life and the structure of my life, and this is how it's going. But I'm tired of it, some of you. Some of you may be tired of that. You're kind of taking a step back going, I'm tired of kind of doing this same thing, this same structure, this same routine day after day. And you're contemplating just throwing caution to the wind and leaving this behind and going towards something you find fulfilling and exciting. Now, the interesting thing is that the overriding energy and focus is the Ace of Cups. So there's been some kind of new beginning. Perhaps it's new love and romance. Someone has come into your life, or something has come into your life, and all of a sudden you're full of this. I mean, the Ace of Cups is like this precious gift that comes in, or new love and romance, where everything's kind of sharp-edged and sparkly and the colors are brighter, sort of thing. And it's put you in this position where you're looking at this beautiful, fresh, new thing, and you're looking at what you have been or where you are, and you're going, I don't know if I want this anymore. I feel like, throwing a bunch of stuff in a suitcase and just leaving, or hopping on a plane and leaving, or, it could even be, this could be love and romance. It could be a spiritual awakening of some kind. Perhaps a new work passion, where you're considering leaving an already established job or career path because something new has come in that sparked this sense of looking at what you have been doing and going, I think I'm tired of this and I need to get away for a bit. Perhaps just get some perspective. Perhaps some of you may just be thinking of, getting in your car and getting on a plane and just leaving a life behind in order to explore something new. Or at least the opportunity is there. Or some of you may be in the process of doing that, or some of you may be in the process of considering that. I feel like with the Four of Swords and the Eight of Cups, you may be taking some time out or away to kind of think if this is what you're going to do. But some of you may already be in the process of doing that. It's pretty interesting. And this could resonate in just about any area of your life. We have swords, we have cups, we have wands. We don't have pentacles. So for most of you, it's probably not a work career thing, although for some of you, it may resonate that way. Let's see what advice Spirit has for you for the first half of December, Taurus. the Star, and right behind it is the Magician, two major arcana cards. Interesting. So the Star is a card of basically walking in faith, hope restored, renewed hope, faith, and optimism after perhaps a period of darkness or challenge. And then the Magician, which says, look, you have everything that you need. You have all the experience, the tools, the skills, everything that you need to actually physically manifest into reality what you want. You have this one. The Magician has worked long and hard to get to a place where he has control over all the elements, so now he knows how to physically manifest what he wants by using all of his wisdom, his skills, his experience, the tools he has, combining those with his own willpower, perseverance, and determination in order to physically manifest something into reality. He knows how to do that now because he's worked hard to get to be the Magician. So it always says that you have everything that you need in order to manifest what you want. And there is a sense of hope restored, renewed faith and optimism because of whatever this Ace of Cups represents. Again, for some of you, it might be work, career, a project. It could be a spiritual awakening of some kind. It could be new love and romance. And all of a sudden it's thrown into shadow what your life that you have been living, and you're thinking of doing something rather unexpected and leaving behind what is really disappointing and disillusioning, but you've just been sticking with because, well, you've been sticking with it for a while. And maybe something has come in and now you're like, you know, I think I'm going to go off and create my own reality and my own happiness and initiate my own change here because this thing has sparked my desire and my courage to do this. And I believe that I have what I need to do this, regardless of whatever anybody else is saying. Spirit is telling you you do. But of course, as I always say, we live in a free will zone. You can make the decisions you want. But if you do want to leave the structure of whatever it is you have been involved in because you haven't really been all that happy, Spirit said, look, you have everything that you need to manifest whatever it is that's going to bring you joy and fulfillment. You have what you need. And this Ace of Cups typically represents something that's been placed in your path through some sense of divine timing and orchestration to open up your heart again, to awaken your heart, whether it's in a romantic sense or a spiritual sense, or just telling you, look, if you're unhappy with what you've been doing, this putting one foot in front of the other, then go out and create your happiness because you are able to do that. And you're having, whatever this Ace of Cups represents for you, Taurus, it's bringing you this sense of renewed hope, faith, and optimism in your ability to be able to go out and create your own happiness. Because Spirit, that's what Spirit wants for you anyway. God, Spirit, your angels and guides, they love you. That's what they want for you anyway. You have what it takes. You just need to initiate the start. Be the initiator of your own change. It's a cool reading, Taurus. So Taurus, that is your reading for the first couple of weeks of December. I hope you found it enlightening or helpful in some way. Again, if any of you are interested, excuse me, in reaching out for a personal reading, just click on the description link below. Email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week, sometimes more. It's all that I do and all that I love to do. So I'm pretty diligent at working with everyone's schedules and my own to get readings out in as timely a fashion as possible. So shoot me an email if you're interested. I would be happy to set something up for you. I hope everyone has a wonderful and blessed holiday season. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the December mid-month readings. Until then, as always, I wish you much joy, love, and again, a great holiday season, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.